Okay, for today's assignment, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the library website at bit.ly/capital C, capital H, capital S, and then lowercase library. Once you go to the library website, you will see this screen. To get to the research guide, you're going to click on the fourth link, on the left called Research Guides. Then you're going to scroll down alphabetically till you get to the P's and find Professional Communication and choose Cultural Differences and Nonverbal Communication. Once you click on that link, you will be at the research guide. At the top of the research guide are directions that you've already been given by your teacher, and also a reminder that you need to cite your sources. Most of what you're going to be using today, you're going to be able to cite using EasyBib. From there, you're going to be able to just put the link of the URL into the EasyBib citation generator, and it will give you the citation. The other option is Culturegrams, which you will not use EasyBib for, as they give you your citations directly at the bottom of the country's page. So let's take a look at that. When you look under Research Help, Culturegrams is noted for all four, or for two of the four, of the items that you're going to be looking up: body movements and tone of voice. While you're here at school, Culturegrams is what's called IP authenticated. That means that when you click on the link, it will go directly to Culturegrams with no password required. However, you'll notice there's a note here that if you're accessing Culturegrams from home because you don't finish your research today, you're going to have to access it through Mac and Via, which houses all of our library databases. And it notes there that you'll go to Mac and Via, choose Centennial High School, and then type in your student ID and usual password. But like I said, while we're on campus, we can just click this link and it will take us directly to Culturegrams. Once you're in Culturegrams, the research guide indicates that there are 4 steps you need to take to find the report on your country. First, you're going to go to World Edition and click Explore. Then you're going to select your country from the continent it's on. So if my country is Bolivia, I'm going to click on South America and then choose Bolivia. Once you've done that, you're on your country's page. What you're going to want to view for the information for this assignment is the full report. So if you go over on the right side of the page under Get Report, you'll see View Full Report. Once you click on that, the full report will pop up in a separate window. You can see the report is quite lengthy, but if you follow the instructions on the research guide, it tells you exactly what portion of the report to look at. It says read through the sections for gestures, language, and greetings. In order to find those specific parts on this page, I can use Control F, which is the Find feature. So I'm going to hold down Control, which is on my keyboard, and the letter F at the same time, and I'll get this pop-up box to search those particular sections. So it said gestures, so I'm going to type gestures into my search box, and it's going to take me directly to the paragraph on gestures in this report. The other two were language and greetings, so you can search those the exact same way. So you're going to read through those paragraphs, and if you use the information from the research report that pulled up, you're going to want to make sure you cite that report. So again, it gives you the citation directly in Culturegrams if you would like to cite that. Here at the bottom, you can see I scrolled to the bottom of the page. I'll choose MLA 8, and it processes and gives me that citation that I can copy and paste. Okay, so the next thing that it says is Sweet Search. Sweet Search is on all 4 options for body movement, space, time, and tone of voice. So if I click Sweet Search, it's pulling up for me. Sweet Search is an educational search engine, and what that means is that the items that are collected as results have been previewed by librarians and teachers on staff at Sweet Search. So you're never going to get back Wikipedia pages or personal blogs or anything like that that your teacher will not accept as a credible resource. Once I'm at Sweet Search, it works just like Google in that there's a search bar and you just type in the information you need. So for this one, you can see I've given you search terms, so you don't even have to worry about what to type in because I've stated directly for you what you should be searching. So for body movements, it says that the first search is kinesics plus the name of your country. So I would type in kinesics and then Bolivia. The second option is body movements plus the name of your country, and so forth. You'll notice that body movements and nonverbal communication are in quotation marks. That's because I need to search those two words together instead of separately. If you forget the quotation marks, it's going to pull up resources that have either just the word body or just the word movements in it, and then you're going to get information that is not relevant to nonverbal communication. So I'm going to go ahead and do my search here. I'm going to type in body movement and then Bolivia. I'm going to skip the ads and go directly to the actual resources here that are not paid for advertisements. And you can see that it gives me a little blurb just like Google would. So I'm just going to pick the ones that seem to work for my subject. You'll notice I gave you 4 options of items to search. That's because if you search the first one, kinesics and the name of your country, and you don't get the results you want, you're not going to give up. You're going to try another search term that's a synonym for kinesics. So in this case, body movements is the same thing. So you can try that because you don't know how exactly it's going to be called on those web pages. So always try synonyms before you give up and think that you can't find anything. Once again, if I choose to use a website from my Sweet Search search, I need to cite that using EasyBib since the website will not give me a citation like Culturegrams did. The other items on this list are just direct articles that are linked. So if you look under proxemics, which is space, the first thing that's listed says what personal space looks like around the world. And the second one says in which countries are you most likely to have your personal space invaded. You're going to click on those articles and then use your Control F feature again to see if your particular culture is listed. So you can see on this what personal space looks like. It has several cultures listed, which is why I cited it as a general resource for the majority of you. So if you had Argentina, Norway, Mexico, China, etc., all of those locations are listed in this article. So again, just do the Control F, Control, and then hold down F. You'll get the search box and you can look up your particular country. I typed in Bolivia and Bolivia is not mentioned in this article, so I'm not going to be able to use it. But if I had searched China, which I'm going to do right now, you can see that it is listed in this resource, so I could use it for China. The last thing on this research guide is presentation options. Your teacher has given you several presentation options. Some of them are not technology options. They are just pencil and paper. So if you'd like to do that instead of creating something online, you can do so. Those options would be a poster or a brochure, but you do have to have enough copies for the class. And then the online options, if you want to use software, so you'd have to have a PC for this, you could use PowerPoint. Or if you want to just use an online option using your Chromebook that you already have, you can use Google Presentation, you can make a Prezi, you can make a Slide Rocket, or you can make a Powtoon. The last option your teacher gave you was to video record your presentation. So you can use that just using your personal device like a cell phone or an iPod, and then uploading your video to your school YouTube account. If you need help with any of those items, you can come see Mrs. Matos in the library or Miss Turner in the library, and we'll be happy to help you with that once you're ready to do that. You only have today to do your research and your presentation, so make sure you use your time wisely and use the research guide that I went over with you.